All right, welcome everyone. Welcome to the final round of racing at Daytona in eRacing. And so this is number 4 here. We've got 30 teams that we've assembled. 10,
including one cheater.
The top 10, no, Doc, nobody cheated. Nobody cheated. The top 10 finishers of each of the 3 semifinal rounds. And we'll talk about that. I've got some information that's rather enlightening that you might like. Top 10 finishers of each of the 3 semifinal races. On that the first race that we had yesterday, it was Team Westu taking the win, who typically brings a 91 Honda Prelude to the races. So that might be the first Prelude team that's ever won in a ChampCar race. I wouldn't be surprised because they don't typically have a dominating platform to work with. So,
right.
Congratulations to Team Westu, the Tomlinson team, who typically campaign as 97 BMW. They finished second with Rentec in third, who they race an 89 Mercedes-Benz 190E. So that was the top 3 of the 10 that came over into this final race from the first race, and then in the second event it was Triple R and the number 497 winning that race in their E36. That's an E36
yeah, they got
team.
Both of their cars in this final race.
Yeah, they're the only team that was able to get both of their cars in this field. And then it's Red Cow finished second with Tooth Autosport in third in the 822, which is an 07 Honda Civic Si that they campaign typically. Of course, these were all Porsche Caymans that we ran yesterday. And then in the third race, it was TLM in the 810 machine with Gorman in second and Precision finishing third. So that's how things wound up yesterday. Now there was some controversy yesterday, Doc. I don't know if you remember or not.
I don't remember much of yesterday, Paulie. Thank you very much.
But there was some controversy yesterday, and it probably bears mention. So let's take a trip back through memory lane.
I love it.
I'm off. God, I told you it's dangerous running up front. Cars get aggressive.
I was in 6th place. I had it made until Speedway Creations took us out.
Now let's take a look and see who was at fault here. Let's take a
They
close
clearly
look.
should have known I had a faster
Doc,
car.
it looks like your car was at fault.
David Kickax.
Well, go figure.
Look at that.
you want me to be surprised?
I had saved it.
Give it a drink.
How does the AI understand us so well?
Oh, yeah.
Look, see, I had saved it right there. Saved it until 498. Maybe that's who I should be going after.
I didn't flip over.
Somehow, my memory's a little different from the way you're taking
No, that
it
was
there.
Triple R Motorsports. They both screwed me.
They conspired
and they both
against
get
you,
into
man.
the final race. Oh man, that's cold.
It was all a conspiracy to take you out.
I'm telling you, it was. How did y'all do that?
Well, I thought about contacting one of our race directors, just so that they could take a look at this and make an evaluation.
Yeah.
And I might need to do that because I thought if we went back down memory lane and took a look at it, that it would all be clear who was really at fault. And apparently there's still some question. So we're going to do that. We'll reach out to our race directors. We'll talk to somebody and have them review the footage and see what their take is on this calamity.
You know, I think, I got screwed. That's all there is to it.
Okay. All right.
I got taken out.
You got taken out. Yeah. That guy hit me. He came down on me. Yeah.
He did. He did. Clearly did.
And I've never heard that before. So that's probably what happened. That is an old song, man.
I'm sure of it. I liked your memory lane. The
you like
music. That was perfect. It made it all worthwhile.
So thanks for joining us, everyone. Let me have to get my, I'm a little bit behind here getting spun up and going here. But yeah, if you're just joining us, we have an hour of racing on tap that's going to begin around the top of the hour. AI racing. So there's no one actually wheeling. It's all done virtually at Daytona International with 30 teams that were that won. Well, they were the top 10 finishers of the first 3 races that we held yesterday.
Yeah, it was the entire Daytona entry field, 120 teams. We managed to whittle it down to 30 teams.
Yep. So and actually did run some simulation this morning, and it looked actually better than yesterday. I noticed the cars were staying up to speed, and there wasn't a lot of blinking and all this kind of thing we saw yesterday.
40's really pushing it.
40's pushing it. It's a little hard on the system apparently. So expect to see cars keep up to speed, and should be pretty interesting. But the melee was unchanged. That was still still insane.
It was very high. We had some teams get some major air.
Yeah, in fact, TLM.
It was a lot more excited than the Miatas at Road Atlanta.
How TLM came away with a win after actually being airborne and spinning out of control and crashing there in the bus stop. It's just amazing.
That was pretty impressive.
So
shows you what a top organization that is. So the teams we got running today, we got Red Cow Racing, Laps of Honor, Team Infinity. Ed made it in, and somebody said it was Ed's birthday today. Is that right?
Well, if it is, happy birthday, Ed.
I don't know. So Empty Pockets Racing made it in. This group is attached to each other. It's the Sour Apple Bunch and the Sour Orange Bunch. Both of their cars made it in. Treasure Coast Miata, Speedway Creations. And the more I look at it, the more Speedway, I don't think they screwed us as bad as the other car did.
Yeah, they typically campaign a 94 Firebird, and they finished 6th yesterday, even though they got tangled up with Bruku there in the bus stop.
I was running 6th. They took my spot.
Yeah, they
put me into the wall.
Well, it kind of looked like maybe you guys were shooting down the inside and weren't really finishing the pass. But that's just my opinion. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just an announcer.
I think you're probably alcohol-induced mistake.
It's so we've got there's a look at the standings here for who's going to be running in this race today.
Yeah, we continue on our list. We got Rentec made it in, Daytona Camaro, Precision Motorsports. Both of those teams normally campaign a Camaro. You got Tomlinson Motorsports, Rockingham Racing, Gorman Motorsports. Their second entry got in. Good, Bad, and Ugly. Bill Riley's Camaro got in there. Team Wetsu's Prelude. ZR Nunn, they normally run a Corvette. So we've got a couple of Corvette teams that normally run Corvettes because Laps of Honor also usually run a Corvette. We got both Triple R Motorsports Ranch. Both their entries made it in. N-Active made it in. Kaywood Racing, Rosemar Racing, Hendricks Motorsports, Team Shelton Racing, Team London, TLM, like you said, had their incident at the bus stop, but made a good recovery to get in. Tooth Auto Sports, Crucial Motorsports Group, the Lincoln Felter Racing team got in, and Whiskey Tango Foxtrot rounds out our 30 cars. And I think what Paulie's got up there, that's probably the qualifying order for this race.
Well, it may be that this is just the roster, so
Yeah.
I don't know if
It's
they'll
kinda hard to
actually
tell.
land on the track this way or not. But yeah, and anything goes. You never quite know how these. If you run the simulation, the second time you run it, it's different results. So it's,
You're right.
it's not always the
Yeah.
same. You don't really know what's going to happen out there, which is cool. And that's the way it should be.
Absolutely.
So that's what's on tap for today. And then, but I couldn't help but look into the future for the ChampCar schedule. And we're obviously Road America. Those entries have been are going to be pushed into the same event, the race in the fall. So those will be combined. But then at the end of next month, we've got Watkins Glen that's still on schedule, and over 100 teams signed up for that event. So that's pretty exciting, and hopefully we can make that. Looking forward to it. So plenty of real racing on the schedule there at champcar.org. Make sure you head over to the website and get signed up so we can count you in for those events. Of course, we're going to be in Canada this year too, Doc.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that'll be a lot of fun. 2 events up there in Canada this year. We're also scheduled to be in Circuit of the Americas in Texas.
Yep.
And of course, we'll be at Indy a little bit later in the year, in the fall, which will be a lot of fun. Can't wait for that. So a lot of big races still on the schedule. Of course, Daytona rescheduled to the 4th of July. So we've got that
Somebody's birthday
going on.
I
Yeah.
suppose,
Yeah. Well, somebody.
from
Yeah.
what I hear.
It's always somebody's birthday, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is a very VIP birthday,
Yeah. So that's what's going on there. And there's going to be a slight update to the BCCR that's going to be coming out. And so you'll be made aware of that as that comes up.
Yep.
But one of the things that I found interesting, I was looking across the field of entries here today. The sour orange bunch and the sour apple
Yeah.
teams, which I don't recognize those names.
I don't either.
But the sour orange bunch run an Acura TSX, which I'm actually not familiar with that car. The other car they run is a 96 Integra. And I had to wonder if maybe some of these cars that made this would actually be EC cars if they had run their actual machines. Of course, they didn't. But I had to wonder. We've got a Tooth Autosport that's bringing an 07 Civic Si. And I'm wondering if that's an EC car.
See, the Sour Apple Bunch, the last time they ran with us was in 2017. And I don't even see the Sour, who is it? Sour, what's the
Apple.
other? Apple.
Yep.
Okay, well, the Sour Apple Bunch ran back in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And the Sour Orange Bunch, I don't have a record of.
Mm-hmm.
So, there you have it.
There you have it, indeed.
There you have it, indeed.
So, Doc, what else do we have that's cooking right now? What else comes to mind?
Next Saturday, Hugh Jass and that group has put together a 7-hour race at Daytona on the banking with a team event.
Right.
So, in other words, you have to have 2 iRacing team subscribers, and they're going to duke it out on the high banks of Daytona. And sign-ups on the Sim Series page. We've already got 25 sign-ups, and they're going to go cast their wide net to get more teams in this. So that's going to be a fun race. We're going to call it along with the huge jazz people over on Discord and stuff. So it's a little bit different for us.
Yeah, I mean, and if you want to join in that event, you can do that. Obviously, you need to have a license to race in iRacing in that type of an event. They do have a little bit of a restriction there. a prerequisite, I guess you might call it, really, that you've just got a little bit of seat time. You've shown that you can keep it on the racetrack well enough to stay with them, and make sure you get some practice laps in. If you don't have a lot of experience racing with the sim, it's going to be different, of course, than actually racing there. So, take your car out there, get some laps in, and make sure you're able to keep a handle on it and not take people out.
Yeah, they these hardcore sim racers, they get kind of upset if you don't mind your P's and Q's.
Yeah, so just you want to make sure you can keep it on the road and not be taking people out.
I think I saw somewhere that they're going to have a practice for that tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right. So just be aware, and they've got, I don't know, Doc. We have a schedule that Tom had sent. Maybe we should publish that so that people can see when these races are scheduled between the iRacing League and this IA stuff that we're doing.
Right. Yeah, we've only got 2 more AI races on April 18th and April 25th at Road America and Barber. So Road America will probably do some kind of fast car. Barber, I think we ought to do these Caymans again. And I think for Barber, we're going to take last year's entries and put them in there. And like you said, for Road America, we'll cull them together from entries and try and get us up to a decent field. Let's see. Of course, we have the regular Wednesday night iRacing series, and that's coming up. Road America is this week on the 15th. Actually, that's next week, isn't it? And then on the 29th is going to be Charlotte. So again, that Wednesday night series starts at 7 p.m. It mimics the real ChampCar schedule, and it's 2 hours of practice, an hour of qualifying, and the race goes on at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. So
that's what's going on there.
And those races are getting huge fields. There was 60 cars at Daytona, I believe.
Right.
So it was crazy.
And someone was asking, why can't we just run at Daytona, a regular race instead of doing the AI? And the answer is you can. You just want to hook up with the league. This is just meant to be a form of entertainment that we can get more people together than what.
Yeah.
There obviously aren't this many that are going to be running in iRacing. So to be able to get all these represented teams and just let them digitally work it out, and it's just something that's entertaining.
Yeah, it's something to ruin your afternoon with.
So if you're working on your cars and getting ready for the next race or getting ready for the next season, wherever you're at in your build, we just want to we want to send you some props. Wish you luck as you work through it. Make sure you keep in touch with everybody over on the forum, and keep us aware of how things are going on your build. We'd like to hear from you. We'd also like to hear from you on the chat section here on the YouTube channel. If you want to let us know what you're seeing, what you're thinking. The TLM USA guys, that car ended up winning the race yesterday in race 3. Then this is the number 810 car representing the 93 325 that David typically campaigns. And then we had the Gorman team. Precision was there. Team Shelton was there in that race. ZR Nunn was there. The Lincoln Felter team, which they typically campaign a 96 Mark 8. The inactive team in there, 626, represented well. Probably one of the few cars. I mean, it's paint-wise, it looks almost identical to the what.
Yeah, well, it's not quite as detailed as their real entry, but
pretty cool.
Certainly the colors pop.
You recognize it immediately on track when you see it out there. So we can go ahead and get this party started here. and we've got the settings cranked up to the cheaters, so they're really quick.
We're basically set for carnage.
Yeah, so there's our settings. We've got our 30-car field. You'll see 31 on the grid. You'll see my name in there, but I'm not on the track. I'm just going to park it in the pits, so I'm never going to take the grid. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get things spun up here. And weather, you could see winds up to 23 mile an hour, so some winds a little bit stronger than yesterday. Weather a little bit more varied, so you may see some cloud cover come over frequently.
I want to see a jet land.
Yeah, there was one taken off in one of the scenic shots I noticed the other day. As I was
every
doing some
once
testing.
in a while, if the camera catches it right, you'll see one.
Yeah,
they come over about every 15 minutes.
So it's the World Center of Racing. If you've never been there before, it's really an awesome racetrack, awesome facility. You got to make it out there. Make sure you join up with us next year. We'll be there, and it's going to be great.
Yep.
It's a great
July
place to go
4th,
racing.
baby.
Yeah, we'll be there this year, of course. Yeah. So make sure you get signed up for that when it becomes available. Typically, our sign-ups for the races are November 1st. And the schedule will be revealed, and everybody will have the opportunity to sign up.
Lots of oohs and ahs.
Right. We'll be going back to pit race this year. We've got some big races on the calendar, but also some of the beloved races like Gingerman Raceway. We are going back to Nelson Ledges this year, but it's going to be a double eight.
Double eight, yeah.
So not a 24 this year. And we might get a little bit better turnout for that. We'll see how that works out. Circuit of the Americas, of course. We need to have a really good turnout for that race to justify going back. So that's going to be important for us. Hey, Barry. You had a bit of hangover this morning? Oh, well. Sorry about that. I think we're going to play a little bit more dry today. So
yeah, I am certainly. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even remember the third race. I assume we had it since we've got 30 cars in this race.
Oh yeah, we had it. Yeah.
I'll have to go back and see how bad I embarrassed myself. All right, here's our field populating itself.
Yep.
First race got off to a weird start. That was crazy.
Yeah, we had a couple cars kind of hop out front, and then the field eventually caught up with them. Team West2 was one of those teams, and of course they ended up winning the race yesterday. That was race one.
So we haven't had any protests about them jumping the start, but I should. How many cars do I have to protest to get into the top 10?
It looks like Speedway Creations is on pole.
Oh, come on. Really?
Your buddies with Tomlinson in second and Sour Apple Bunch in third. So
Man, come on.
So there's your roster, folks. And by
Just
the way,
more proof that life isn't fair.
If you go back to the posting that I put on Facebook, there's a link in the comments for the timing and scoring information too. So you can watch that panel. You get a little bit more information than what you get in the pylon that's on the screen here. As we come down to the final couple of minutes here before we start this race.
On the pole. God.
So we're still waiting for Doc's team to come over and apologize. They haven't done that yet.
Oh, I'm not doing the walk of shame.
I think we need
There goes a jet in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to have to get Chelsea to take a look at this, or Mike or somebody to give us the official, what their take was on that happening. Fortunately, we've got it all on video. But we'll see. We'll follow up on that. Just about a minute to go before they roll off the grid here. They're on the back stretch before they get to the bus stop, so they're gonna be led through the bus stop. And then the pace car will pull off as they get to the pit lane, and they'll go green, and that'll start the race. Now, like Doc mentioned yesterday, turn one is always pretty exciting. There's often a lot of melee right there. So we're going to keep an eye on the crash cam and see what happens this time as they go through turn 1.
Yep, that's a dangerous place. If one car gets turned, it starts to pile up.
And TLM down in 22nd spot right now on the grid. Of course, they won the race 3 yesterday. Team Westu, another team that won. They won the first race. They're in 14th place right now. And Triple R in the 497 machine. Looking through the field here for them.
They're up in 6th.
Okay.
Triple R.
So there you go.
One of their cars.
That's the 498 car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 497. They're down in 21st place.
So the field really mixed up quite a bit, and the pace car is pulling off.
Team Infinity starting right in the middle in P15.
So there's a good shot of the 980 Rockingham Racing in the green in camera view.
No, 980's Lincolnfelder.
Yeah, they switched. Treasure Coast Miata, the number 74 now in view. The blue and kind of a dark green color there. Then it's Team Shelton Racing in the number 732. That's the orange and blue there. You see almost center screen to the left.
Just about ready to take the green.
Yep, coming down here on the tri-oval. Pace car pulls off. Leader's getting ready to take the green. There's the green flag. And we're racing at Daytona International Speedway. As 30 cars head down into turn 1 here. These cars are so quick and the brakes are so amazing. It's tight. Oh, we got a car that's flipping in the air. It's empty pockets. And the 626 team has come to a stop on the racetrack as well.
All right, here we go, heading to International Horseshoe.
A little bump in there, but fortunately everybody managed to hang on to turn 3. Hendricks Motorsports in view in the 726 machine as they head down into turn 5. See pylons raining from the sky. There we got Tooth Autosport in view.
Got a car turned around there in the horseshoe.
Yeah, car's just trying to keep them all pointed in the same direction. Triple R Motorsport. There's Treasure Coast. Sour Orange Bunch spins in the down on the apron. Gets it remotivated in the right direction. I guess we don't have to worry about guys driving the wrong direction at this event.
No, probably not.
Looks like he's back up to speed. Speedway Creations has taken the lead here on the first lap. Sour Apple Bunch scored in second place.
This is not going to be good. No,
Oh, we got cars. Oh,
no,
a big
they're
hit.
not.
Red Cow Racing. Oh, gets his beak clipped and everything. We got
Car went to the left. He should have gone to the right. He would have been fine.
got car stopped on the
go.
racetrack at the exit of the bus stop chicane there. Laps of honor there in view in fourth place. Of course, that's the Corvette team that raced with us. Laps of honor on the inside going through turn 1 in the number 13. Looking for a way around. This is where they really stack up going into 3. On the power as they head towards the kink. Very fast heading towards turn 5. In the cockpit here with laps of honor. Heading down towards turn 6. That takes them back onto the oval. down to third gear, down to second gear on the power as we change cars a little bit there. There's the transition as he hits fourth gear onto that 30-degree banking, roughly.
All the way to the bus stop.
Lots of late braking here. You'll see him go past the 2 marker before they brake. There you can see the nose dip just a little bit as they head in. Oh, and the 57, the Sour Apple Bunch off into the barrier. Gets going pretty quickly, though.
Speedway Creations alongside of him. I think we've heard that name before.
Oh, you mean the leader of the race. You're right. Tomlinson in second with laps of honor still now up to third place, it looks like. They're moving along really good. Rockingham Racing in view in the green, number 256. And if Tiffany was here, she'd be cheering away. Rockingham looking for a way around as they head down into turn 1. Wow, what a nice switchback. Passing 2 cars, heading down into 1. There's the number 84 just up ahead as we're making some changes here. Things are cycling. Looks like Speedway got passed by Tomlinson, who's moved into the lead. Rockingham has slipped into 4th place. Rockingham now up to 3rd. I don't know. There's a lot of changes going on there in the timing and scoring system. ZR Nunn in view. Oh, we got a car. Got nudged a little bit. Managed to hang on to it. Laps of honor. Almost lost it right there as they head down into 6. This is perhaps the slowest turn. Oh, and TLM gets into some trouble.
Uh-oh. A lot of nudging out there.
David's going to run out of drivers pretty soon. All the guys he's going to have to fire. David can't be happy. I mean, what was going on yesterday was just embarrassing, really. So
Justin Vane, yet again, my greatest fear. Virtual car outruns the real car. Nope, there's no KSR teams made this, made the finale.
Oh, Team Sheldon puts a nose down underneath the ZR Nunn team and pays the price.
Yep, slides into that tire wall.
I've seen that move attempted before somewhere, but I don't know. My memory, it escapes me.
Yeah, I
But
can't
anyway.
imagine who it was.
ZR Nunn
I
gets
had
away.
managed to save it, though.
We don't know what would have happened if there weren't other cars
Exactly.
there. You know, who's to say, right? He might have been able to hang on to 6th. ZR Nunn heading down into turn 1. Oh, the 19 trying to get in there. Once again, these dive bombs just aren't going to work. Team Infinity. Oh,
Nice
he gets
try,
hit
Ed.
from behind.
Oh, Ed takes a shot in the back.
Yes, he does. He's trying to pull out into traffic here, and
He can't get a break in traffic.
it's a bad
right,
place.
he
Oh,
gets
no. He's all over the place.
Doing
Doing donuts out there. It might be another driver you need to pull out of the car and have a talk with, Ed. Something tells me that's not you driving there. Tomlinson Motorsport in view, the number 248. Looks like Rockingham Racing is taking the lead with Speedway Creations in second. Tomlinson Motors up in third. So here's 2 and 3 right here.
Gets real dicey up near front. These cars really go for it as the time clicks away.
Back up onto the oval here as they head towards the bus stop chicane. 152 miles an hour. Tomlinson Motorsport shown as in P1 here, but timing and scoring panel has Rockingham leading as we see here 1, 2, 3. The green
That's
machine.
Rockingham leading because their car is green.
Yep. Come out of the bus stop nicely. Make sure we're on the crash cam here. Oh, there we go. Oh, Rossmar really hard into the wall.
Oh,
With the number 427 right behind them getting got
good,
turned
bad,
around.
and
but
ugly.
Good, bad, and the ugly. So looks like their contact was not too significant. But again, good, bad, and the ugly. Just getting a nose down there on the way into the bus stop. That'll never work. Looks like Rossmar has jumped into the paddock.
Let's see, the lap time's faster than yesterday. Seems faster. Yeah, the AI slows down the more cars that there are.
There's Rockingham getting a little bit of a nudge as he heads around turn 3, but manages to hang on to it. These guys just need to be a little bit more patient as they head around these horseshoes.
Patience, hell.
Crucial Motorsports Group there in the 878. Triple R Motorsport Ranch. Oh, there's Sour Apple Bunch again in trouble, the number 57. Typically run a 96 Integra with us. Back up to 4th place here with Triple R Motorsport Ranch. Oh, we got a car upside down. It's the 822 of Lincolnfelter Racing. Their Corvette team. They get into trouble in that in the bus stop again. It's a popular gathering spot right there. If they could just stay single file through there.
Yeah, nobody wants to.
Of course, that probably wouldn't matter. There'd still be some guys finding a way to get upside down. Back to 4th place here.
Want to go through there too wide.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. The exit's a lot of fun too, coming out of there.
Oh, it's a blast.
That spot and the kink are probably my favorite spots. It just
the kink's a lot of
corners.
fun because it's flat out.
Yeah. Got Tomlinson Motorsport in view there in the white car. Looks like a lot of dicing going on up front with the Rockingham team and Speedway Creations all fighting for the lead. Oh, we got a car on its side. It's TLM USA. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
David. What happened here, man? How do these things happen? Yeah, we don't have it on the replay there, but oh, man. So the race going from bad to worst for TLM. And they looked really strong yesterday. Of course, there's an hour of racing here, but they got to get that car repaired and get it back out. And they didn't really start up front, so got some work to do. Tooth Autosport in the pits along with Lincolnfelter. Both those cars in the pits right now. So
yeah, Tooth Autosport was involved in that last episode we saw at the bus stop. That was the second car involved there.
Into the bus stop we go. Let's see if Triple R gets through here cleanly. And yes, it does. As they are in 4th place right now. The gap about 0.68 seconds. I'm trying to read through this. Let's see the gap, 1.8 seconds, 1.1 seconds rather, up to 3rd place. There's the top 3. And boy, Rockingham, those Rockingham and Speedway are just right together. And that could spell some trouble. We've got the settings set pretty crazy for these guys. Triple R way wide at the exit. Look out as he comes back onto the track. Number 486 right there, makes the pass. The number 14 down the inside gets a little bit of a nudge there. ZR Nunn right there in the mix of it. Number 13, of course, that is the Laps of Honor team who typically campaign a Corvette with us.
This Treasure Coast Miata in that blue car right there.
Okay.
Side by side.
Wonder what kind of car they campaign.
I have no earthly idea. They could just be clear with their names. Give us a half a chance.
Tomlinson right there in 3rd place. Speedway right there just ahead of them. Drop back a little bit from Rockingham.
Like Daytona Camaro. What's up with that? What kind of car is that?
Down to the bus stop. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
See if Tomlinson can make this happen. Nope. A little bit of trouble. Oh, no. Creation on its lid.
There they go.
Oh, who would thought that would happen? So second and third place, both tumbling out of position, and looks like both are going to dive into the pits for repair.
That's our second and our third place cars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rockingham getting a little bit of breathing room now. But ZR Nunn, they haven't put too much of a gap there. It's 0.6 seconds is the gap to second place now. So as we take a look at inactive, here's they're working through the infield, heading towards turn number 5. There's Treasure Coast Miata. Over 100 miles as they head down to this horseshoe. 100 miles an hour. Round turn 3 up towards turn 5. Now we take a look at Crucial Motorsports Group. Crucial campaigns a 97.328 IS. Not sure what the difference is between a 325 and a 328. I guess the difference would be 3. Why did I know that it was going to go there? Treasure Coast Miata heading back up onto the banks.
That's all I know. David's asking, is there a new password for today?
Oh, yeah. I sent it to you in the email, David. Check your email. Taking a look at Triple R now as they head through the infield here. Back to Treasure Coast Miata coming out of the bus stop. Fantech sponsor on the side of the car. Of course, Fantech is one of the companies that makes these higher-end steering wheel pedal assemblies that you can use in iRacing with load cells. Yeah, they use load cells, and it's all real fancy stuff.
Cool.
Very, very pricey, but
yeah, I bet.
Good stuff. Heading down into turn 1 now. Back to 17th place with Triple R Motorsports Ranch. Treasure Coast up to 3rd place right now. So it's Rockingham Racing leading with ZR Nunn right behind them in 2nd. Treasure Coast is 3rd. Triple R Motorsports is 4th in the number 498. Then it's Laps of Honor, Hendricks Motorsports. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, Team West 2, who won one of the races yesterday. Crucial Motorsports in 9th and Sour Apple Bunch in 10th. And the infield here at Daytona is pretty much flat, though, Doc. I mean, you can see there's a few bumps here and there, but there's not really a grade or much of a camber to speak of.
No, in fact, that's what kind of makes the kink kind of fun, is it's very flat.
Yeah, it's a balls out kind of thing, and you just hang on and let it go.
You hook your right foot into that gas pedal and keep it there.
Send it, as they say nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Down the backstretch here, heading towards the bus stop.
Oh, here's a pass for the lead. No,
yeah.
Couldn't quite make it.
ZR Nunn looking for it, but thought the better of it going into the bus stop there. And Treasure Coast is kind of in the catbird seat, just waiting for these two guys to get together so they can take over the lead of the race. Looks like David's joined us here in the booth. David, welcome.
How are you fellas today?
We're doing great, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Fine.
Doc, do you have clothes on?
Yeah, I do.
Hey.
Yeah, I had to make a run to Home Depot this morning. Here's another look down on Rockingham. Let's see if he makes it stick.
ZR gets by on the inside, heading into 1, takes over the lead. Met the Treasure Coast guys. They're looking for a pass around Rockingham. Really hounding the back of that green machine. Looks over the inside through 3. Not going to happen. So it's ZR Nunn taking over the lead of the race. Treasure Coast right there.
Who did you fellas pick to win the race?
I picked Speedway.
He did that just to make me mad.
Just to bother Doc.
I'm going with Rosemar.
Okay.
I didn't really pick anybody.
No,
Pick someone.
we didn't get around to
I'm
that.
going to go with Ed in Team Infinity. I heard it was his birthday or something. I don't know about that, though.
Where's Bill today? Still mowing his lawn?
Who knows?
Nobody heard from him.
He's out saving the world. Team Infinity, good grief, I'm down in 28th.
You might want to rethink that. Oh, we got a car flipping through the infield. It's Triple R Motorsports Ranch over the fence. They lost their hood. This is the number 497 car.
Right out of the circuit.
Well, they've got another car still in the race. Up in 4th place, in fact.
Yep. Looking at the leaders again, there's the green machine of Rockingham in 2nd place. There's the
Treasure Coast peeks out.
ZR Nunn just ahead. So that's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, and that Miata team looking for a way down the inside here.
Yeah, I don't think that battle's going to be over yet.
Now these guys are right together. There's the other Triple R car. We've got a car coming out of the pits now. Treasure Coast looking around the inside, trying to get by Rockingham, but not going to happen there.
Stick. Nope.
Looks like he got relegated there. Something happened as we got the 57 just came out of the pits. And they've already lost control of the car heading through 3. So trying to get a handle on it here as we head into turn 5.
Cost Treasure Coast a little bit.
Rockingham's retaking the lead as they head through 5. Down to turn 6. Probably the slowest corner on the racetrack. Take some back up onto the oval here. Treasure Coast looking for a way around ZR Nunn. They really want to get into 2nd place. Rockingham gets a good launch off that turn 6 exit up onto the tri-oval.
Yeah, they really distance themselves.
Treasure Coast is in 4th place.
Yep. Triple R's moved into 3rd.
There's a pass right here.
Here we go. This could be bad. Oh, there's a bump there, but they both get through. Oh, no! Treasure Coast upside down. Triple R. Oh, no, but he keeps going.
Look at that. Treasure Coast not going to lose much. Punts a couple of cones out of the way.
Yeah, but Triple Car team taking 2 big hits today. Both cars in the pits for repairs.
Surprised to see Treasure Coast still going there.
That pass going down into the bus stop is just a low percentage move. It just nobody seems to be able to get through there side by side.
Dick yet.
Here we got inactive back up on the screen again as they head into turn 5.
Yep, they're down in 18th place.
ZR Nunn.
ZR moved into 1st place.
Yeah, ZR Nunn took over the lead. Rockingham has slid down to 2nd place, but just 0.43 seconds behind. Hendricks Motorsports is now in 3rd place. So Laps of Honor is in 4th. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is in 5th place, that Miata team. Treasure Coast down to 6th. Team West 2 is in 7th. Crucial Motorsports is 8th. Sour Orange Bunch is 9th. We got Gorman Motorsports in 10th. There's Rockingham Racing. Trying to stay in touch with ZR Nunn. And Hendricks
Don't
right
they have
there.
a black car?
The ZR guys?
No, Rockingham.
Rockingham's a green car. ZR Nunn's a white one. That's Inactive's car right there.
Yeah, they're in 18th place right now. 157 miles an hour. As they head out on through the tri-oval here. There's the start-finish line. Looking for a way down the inside. This could get ugly going into 1. Looks like they give each other some room. The 702 going a little bit wide there, but they get through. Single file now. Through turn 2 towards the horseshoe here. Number 52 looking for a way around the inside. Nice pass.
That was a nice pass.
Gets it done.
Rosemar falls in line behind him to go through the kink.
That's Empty Pockets Racing that was up front a little bit earlier. There's Rosemar Racing right behind them in 17th. And Daytona Camaro bringing up the rear. Into turn 6 we go. Turn's a little tricky. It's easy to overbrake going in there. It's easy to overshoot it and end up way wide. And it's so important to get off that corner well. Could be the most important corner on the course, really.
6, I would have to agree.
Heading down to the bus stop chicane. Here comes the braking zone. You see the noses dip as they go into hard braking. Single file through the bus stop.
Yeah, we know what double file happens. It's not turned out well for anybody today.
Rockingham back up to the lead now with Hendricks in second. ZR Nunn has slipped to third, but they're all right together, less than a second separating them. Laps of Honor back about 2 seconds in fourth place. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot is in fifth, separated by about 3 seconds. Taking a look at Empty Pockets, looking away around the inside. That's the black car. Trying to get by the 211 machine, pushes him a little bit wide to get his line. Nice pass. Inactive looking for a way to capitalize on that pass. It's going to be on the outside. Oh, contact. The 211 gets sent into the wall, spears the guardrail, gets turned around. That's Precision Motorsports. Trying to get that car motivated again. And he gets it going.
I think Inactive gave him a little tap.
Yeah.
I think it's help, we call it in the industry. He had a little help.
Is that what we call it, Paulie? Help?
That's what we call it. He had some help.
Is this still a drinking game today?
No, not for me.
Oh no, the 497 headed towards the rail. Oh, he does bump into the safer barrier there. That's Triple R Motorsports. This is the 497 car, and these guys are just not having a good day of it.
No, they were running up front, too.
Oh, and there's another car that's off. Speedway Creations. No! They started off on pole here today, and they've been into that same tire wall there at the bus stop.
That's right.
There's two cars there.
That's at the bus stop. Both will like to go to the pits.
Oh, and look out. We got the number 13 Laps of Honor buzzing by.
Oh, look at these cars fly by.
Yeah, I think we had somebody slow up there on the front straightaway, and it kind of bottlenecked everybody. That's the Daytona Camaro off the pace as Rockingham heads into the bus stop.
Well, Hendricks Motorsport is still in first in Whiskey Tango and Laps of Honor.
Yeah, those cars went flying past them.
The leader's still separated, only by about 6 seconds between them, so this is still a very close race right now as we're almost halfway through the event already. And Active Motorsports we're trained on right now. In 14th place, the number 52 just up ahead, that's Empty Pockets Racing, I believe. Yep, there's Empty Pockets going through turn 5. Hard braking going in, or through 4 rather. Hard braking going into 5.
We've got Rosemar hot on the tail of Inactive.
Yeah, they are right there on them, looking for a way by as they head back up onto the tri-oval here at Daytona International Speedway. If you think you've got the chops to race out here with some guys in iRacing, well, there's going to be a race this coming weekend.
Yep, it's partner race, 7 hours. And you'll actually be controlling the cars then.
Laps of Honor in third place, coming back up onto the oval. Back about 2 seconds from the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot team, who's moved into second place. Rockingham slipped to fourth.
That 7-hour race, Doc, the iRacing, is that with the ChampCar rules, 2-hour stints?
I think you're going to be, you can switch off anytime you want. It's a 7-hour race, so the strategy will come into play there.
Here we go, Rosemar looking down the inside, heading into one. He's got the advantage. Inactive, relegated to the outside. Rosemar shuts the door as they head single file through turn 2. Oh, here we go. Is he going to press the issue going into 3? No. So Rosemar gets the pass and keeps it that way, gets it done. Now it's Empty Pockets just up ahead in 14th place. Head through that very fast kink, turn number 4 as they go towards 5. Here we've got Whiskey Tango Foxtrot in view. They're in second place right now in the bright green Porsche Cayman. Still very close up front. Rockingham beginning to lose a little touch with the leaders, down about 2.5 seconds from the other guys. So those other 3 teams starting to stretch out a little bit. Rosemar in view here in 15th place. Trying to get away from inactive. Looking for Empty Pockets just up ahead. There's Rockingham Racing. Led the race earlier, might have had a little bit of contact. There's a lot of these cars that'll keep going after contact, but it'll slow them down a little bit. There's the number 84, Speedway Creations. It started on pole. They've had to go back and fix that car a couple of times after mishaps going into the bus stop. There's Rosemar. Back to Rockingham. Less than 30 minutes remain in the race.
He just slowed up there, didn't he?
Looks like it, yeah. He's not running up to speed.
Team Westoo in 6th place right now. It's the team that won one of the semifinal races yesterday. Empty Pockets in 13th.
This car is what, Speedway Creations? Red and white?
Uh-huh.
He's down in 21st?
Yep. Down the inside. Oh, can we get it done? No, the number 256, Rockingham, getting turned around.
He definitely helped him around.
He didn't help himself, though.
Rockingham has gone into the pits. That is huge. So Rockingham almost taking themselves out here with having to go into the pits after getting tapped there going into 1. Tumbling down to 8th place now. So that's going to give Team Westoo a chance to move up as they slide up into 4th place, back about 10 seconds, though, from laps of honor. So really, the way things have shaped up, it's Whiskey Tango Foxtrot in the lead now over Hendricks Motorsports. Laps of honor in 3rd, and those 3 competitors are right together. Hendricks Motorsports in view right now in 2nd place. Back about half a second from the green Whiskey Tango Foxtrot team. There's Tomlinson there in the white car. Hendricks looking to take over the lead again. Beautiful green Porsche Cayman there of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. There's Rosemar Racing in 14th. Still looking for a way around Empty Pockets. Here he looks to the inside as they're heading towards 1. Is he going to help him around? Oh, nice pass. As they go into turn 1 there. Looks like Rosemar's going to move up a spot. Yeah, Rosemar shown in 12th place right now ahead of Empty Pockets, so they get the pass done. And there's Empty Pockets trying to deal with Inactive. Inactive gets by. So Empty Pockets, within about half a lap, drops 2 positions.
Now we've got Inactive behind Rosemar. Rosemar moved up 6 places.
There's Hendricks Motorsports right there in second place with Whiskey Tango Foxtrot just up ahead. That's the team that typically campaigns a green Miata, very fast car. Camera trained back on inactive back in 15th. A lot of great racing back here. On board with inactive on the gyro cam. Here's Hendricks Motorsports in second place, heading back up onto the oval, out of 6. And Speedway Creation gets turned around, and oh, this could be ugly. Whoa, he almost gets hit.
Yow.
That was close.
That tail was really hung out there.
That was cool. The number 84 back underway. Back on board with Hendricks. Here's Tooth Autosport in the infield. The number 150 just up ahead.
150 being Rentec.
Here's Hendricks on the oval. Looks like Rockingham coming out of the pits after repairs. They come back onto the racetrack. Let's see if they can salvage anything of their race. There's inactive, on board with inactive right now. Here's Rosemar Racing in 14th place.
So Rockingham dropped down to 12th place after that incident?
Yeah, it looks like it. They went into the pits for a couple of minutes.
Came out right in front of Rosemar.
How is it determined how long they stay in the pits for?
I don't know on the AI. I would imagine it's by the amount of damage.
Yeah, I've got the quick repairs enabled, so they won't be in there very long.
Yeah. Yeah, we want them back out circulating, hitting other people. I mean, racing other people.
Rosemar in focus, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot still leading by about a second over Hendricks Motorsports. Laps of honor right behind them.
Paulie, who has the fastest top-end speed? Can that be separated, or just what's on the screen?
I can't reorganize them if
It's
that's what
over
you're
on
asking.
the far right on the timing and scoring screen.
Yeah, if you look in that second stream that I'm sending up, that's just timing and scoring. There's maximum mile per hours there, and
It's like CR none.
Whiskey Tango laps of honor have 165 as laps of honor.
I don't have that on my screen. I just have the name and gap
Gotcha.
from all I can see.
Yeah, there's another stream that I'm sending up there's a link that's over on Facebook right below the posting for this race. It's in the comments there, and that link takes you to the second stream that's just timing and scoring. So that way you'd have two screens running. You got what you see here, and then plus timing and scoring. A little bit more information there.
How do you increase the speed of these cars?
Well, we
Is
can
that
change
possible?
it. You can change the quality of driving. So these are set on cheaters, which is 125% of reality. So that's probably changing the speed right there.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't know. I'm trying to think if there any other way you could do it.
I don't think there is.
It's really just the driver, I guess. Yeah.
Could you speed my car up, Rosemar?
No. No, but there's 52.
No nitrous we can
Empty
push.
pockets looking to put a pass on Rosemar. Going into one. Let's see if they'll get it done here. Oh,
No.
a little bit of a kiss there. Knocks them loose.
Off.
Nice pass. Good hard racing right
So
there.
nice
Inactive.
nudge.
Inactive
Looking to
saying.
follow him
yeah,
through too.
Yeah, not going to happen though.
He may try no, he's not going to try the crossover move.
Rosemar falls behind Empty Pockets. It's going to put him in 14th right now. There's Team London in 27th place. We haven't seen too much of them in this race. There's Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, your leader. Looks like they've dropped a second. Hendricks has overtaken them. So Hendricks Motorsports moves back into the lead. Laps of honor right behind the green Porsche. So Empty Pockets.
Is the ZR car in real life a Corvette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the new blue one that's being built?
No, Laps of Honor's car is a white one.
No, Doc, the ZR. That's the one I'm asking about.
Yeah, ZR none. Yeah.
ZR none, that's a Corvette, correct?
Yes.
Empty Pockets racing in 14th place right now.
Yeah, ZR none's been with us for a long time.
Is that a blue Corvette?
No, it's a white one.
Oh, that's a white one, and the Laps of Honor is a blue one?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
No, it's red.
Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm looking up their records.
Okay.
Laps of Honor. Yeah, it is a red Corvette.
Oh, and TLM is stopped on the right side of the track, and Inactive Motorsports just loses it there going into one. Gets it turned back around. So lots of activity there in turn one. About 20 minutes remain in the race. Hendricks Motorsports still only about 1.2 seconds ahead of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Not a big gap up there between the top three. Team West 2 back about 13 seconds in fourth place, though.
Yeah, they're way back.
There's Hendricks right there in view, trying to get by one of the back markers, the 211 car. That's Precision Motorworks. Or Motorsports, one or the other. Yeah, I can't quite see it. There's Hendricks there, our leader. The green car is the WTF team. And then Laps of Honor right behind them.
TLM, after leading a lot of the race yesterday, they're way down.
They keep having trouble, David.
Wow.
They've been on their side and spinning and wrecking, and it's just been
It's been a
David's
bad day.
David's got to be really frustrated right now with these drivers. There's definitely going to be some changes in the driving lineup after this race. These cars are spending a lot of time in the body shop. Here's the leader going down the inside. Into the bus stop. Gets it done. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot getting held back a little bit. This is going to give the number 13 of Laps of Honor an opportunity to get by. Did he get a better exit coming out of the bus stop? It doesn't look like it. Heading down across the start-finish line here up on the tri-oval. 211 is in jeopardy. A little slow there at the high end. Oh, we got a car on its lid. Gorman Motorsports 2.
Oh,
The 284 machine.
where is that?
Back at Team London here in 23rd spot. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot in second place, about a second from the leader. Having a little trouble getting out of that corner. And that's given the number 726 the advantage that it needs to stay out ahead. There's our leader. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. There's Precision Motorworks. Laps of honor in the red Porsche representing their red Corvette, the number 13. As they're back up on the oval here. Coming up on about 15 minutes remaining in the race. 145, 46, 47 miles an hour. Here comes the bus stop. 158 miles an hour, under braking. Takes it down to about 98 miles an hour as they go into the bus stop. There's Rentec in view as they're trying to work their way around. Back to second place.
Paulie, can you keep it on one car?
Yeah.
Could you put it on Hendricks for one full lap?
We can probably do that.
Let's see what their speeds are going through the various parts of the track.
Oh, no. Whiskey Tango gets turned around.
Oh,
That was huge.
Uh-oh.
Going into turn one. It looks like there might have been contact between them and Hendricks. We'll back it up and take a look here and see what happened there. Yeah, looks like there was some contact there. They kind of came together, Whiskey Tango trying to make the pass, and just kind of lost it there after making just a little bit of light bumping with the Hendricks machine. Back live here with the Hendricks machine as they, looks like they're heading down into 6 here.
Hey, Doc.
Yeah.
What was your favorite point to shoot from at Daytona?
Oh, all depends on what time of day it was. I like the kink at sunset.
Where did you start out then?
What's that?
Where did you start out? Like in the 20
You shoot the grid.
Mm-hmm.
You back then you wanted to get shots of helmets, so you could tell who was in the car when you'd when you'd shoot the and then you'd move around to International Horseshoe to get the big car groups, and then at sunset you'd want to shoot the kink because the drivers are looking right into the sun then, so the lighting was beautiful. And then nighttime I'd go up into the grandstands because you'd want to watch the now this is, like I said, long before they had all the lighting out there, because back then it was kind of fun to watch the GTP cars dance on the banking with the slower cars, and you could shoot the nighttime pit stops because the lenses back then you couldn't keep up with you couldn't push your ASA at night to get cars out on the course, so you'd stick to pit lane and get those pictures, and then at sunrise you'd want to be down at Pedro Rodriguez shooting with a long lens looking back to the kink, and then you'd go shoot turn 6 near the end of the race because drivers would really push it through there. So if you go onto the Brew Crew website and look for photos, go to the photo albums and then go to the I don't know what I called it. I think Old Time Motorsports Shots or something like that. I did a couple of digital recreations of my old slide film. So there's probably 20 pictures in there maybe. And you can see all those shots in there.
There's still people doing old slides, aren't they, and converting them?
Yeah, there's a couple of people shoot slides. But, I mean, most everybody's all digital. It's lowered the cost tremendously. Back then, I'd take 2 bricks of film knowing that, not only did I have to buy the film, but you had to buy the processing.
Did you send your processing out?
Yeah, I sent all my processing out. There was a firm here in Atlanta I used, and I can't remember what their name was. And there was another one in LA that I used. And your film back then, you never got them cut into slides. You'd have them just big long strips of film.
So you never put the film. You never put your photos on a contact sheet.
No, not for color film. That'd just be more cost. Now I'd process my own black and white. But now color film, the emulsions are so soft. If you made a mistake, you didn't bulk load your color film or anything. So when you get them pulled into big long strips, so you didn't even have them mounted in the slide mounts. Yeah, and you'd put them on a light table and just pick out the best shots and mount those.
I'll check out your website later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see what you've done.
Yeah, there's only, I've got thousands of images, and they're all languishing in files. But one Daytona, I decided I'd scan a couple. I got a new scanner. So I scanned about 20, 30 shots or so from Daytona only. It was, I think, the 50th anniversary I did that for, which wasn't that long ago.
Cool.
Oh, you got some of the old cars then for the 50th.
Oh, I didn't shoot that race. I just went as a fanboy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all my shots are back from the 80s, the early 80s.
Does anyone ever contact you for some older photos?
Every once in a while, yeah. Jonathan Ingram put me in touch with. Oh, this is a great view, Paulie.
Oh, we got a car sliding off the racetrack. It's Triple R Motorsports. Since we're on the crash setting, they got caught up in it.
So now Hendricks was just overtaken by Lapse of Honor?
Yeah, looks that way.
It's that way, yeah.
Rentec into the bus stop here.
No, David, your car made the cut, but they've had a little bit of problems today. Racer Pixel, did you put the same driver in from yesterday?
It sure looked like that. It looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe worse. I mean, jeez. Might want to see if he can walk a straight line. Team London heading in there, getting nudged a little bit by the 150 car. That's the Rentec team getting by. Just under 10 minutes now remain in the race.
Boy, the outside is not the place to be in that first turn in this race.
Everybody just kind of get nudged out, don't they?
You're getting nudged right out, yes.
Lapse of Honor, pretty comfortable lead over Hendricks now. About 9 seconds the gap from the leader to second place. And you've got
I think Lapse of Honor, they just got to keep their nose clean, but don't get aggressive.
Well, Whiskey Tango, you know, even after that mishap they're still in third place right now.
Yeah.
Who's this at the end of the pit lane?
We're just watching Whiskey Tango come through. Oh, they're losing it by themselves out there. Hang on to it, fellas. Oh, no. Everybody just kind of lost it.
Oh, whoa.
We're all kind of looking at each other, losing control. So Whiskey Tango Foxtrot ends up back in the pits again. Oh, man. That's just terrible.
Took themselves right out of it.
Yeah, they did.
Overcooked it in turn one. Had that back come around on him. Almost saved it. That was the longest crash I've seen.
Everything looked in slow motion, didn't it?
Yeah. Somebody going real slow here.
Holy, this is a good shot.
Yeah, we're behind the Daytona Camaro here on the chase cam. Heavy braking down into 6 here. Nice job clipping the apex. Back on the power early. Making that transition nice and smooth.
Crazy car. I think Infinity and TLM got into it about 8 minutes in. How do we replay a crash scene not shown?
Nah, I can't do that because of the way that I'm recording this.
Yeah.
There may be a way to do something like that with the AI. I don't know. You can definitely do some neat recording tricks with the actual iRacing events.
Yeah, I mean, I'd recommend if you're going to go on to iRacing and you want to, catch some wrecks and stuff like that, you note the time that it happened.
Right.
And then you go back. Because if you stop the race to get the replay, the race is still going on. It's a little clunky.
There's our nose cam heading into 1. You can see how he really tries to outbrake these guys. Passes 2 cars, heading into 1. And that's one of the benefits of 1. It's a prime passing location as they head towards turn number 3 here.
It's been a prime wrecking location.
Oh, yeah.
That and the bus stops claimed most of our action today. There's been some beating, banging, and rubbing in the International Horseshoe and in the Pedro Rodriguez Horseshoe, but most of the action's taking place in turn 1 and the bus stop.
Boy, Whiskey Tango dropped way down.
Yeah.
Oh, 22nd. So Hendricks Motorsports is only 10 seconds behind Laps of Honor.
Yeah, they've fallen a little bit further back than they were just a couple minutes ago. About 4.5 minutes, a little over 4 minutes remain, almost 5 here. I'm counting it down.
Like I said, if Laps of Honor keep their nose clean. That was rough. They pretty much got this race. I don't think Hendricks Motorsports can make up 10, almost 11 seconds now. Yeah, have fun.
Okay. Oh, man. So Daytona Camaro, what is it, 18th place right here. And there's the pace car. Okay.
Okay, where's the Laps of Honor?
All right, they're in 3rd place here.
Right there.
And they're just kind of out there by themselves, you know. About 9 seconds still the gap to Hendricks. So they just need to stay out of trouble and keep it clean going into the bus stop.
So it should be around 2 laps left in the race.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Unless the program goes crazy and keeps running again.
Oh, he's got a big lap there.
Yeah, there's Sour Orange Bunch there in the orange, obviously. In 5th place. Here's Laps of Honor from the blimp cam.
Paulie, can you show the gap between 1st and 2nd?
Well, I was hoping the blimp cam would get us there. It's about 9 seconds, so it's a big gap.
Yeah, you might need the satellite view.
Right. Yeah.
Can only pull back so far.
Oh, there's a car that slowed. It spun. It might have been empty pockets.
Oh.
Look at this.
No, it's the number 2.
It's Red Cow Racing.
Yeah.
just about collected the leader as he's down in second gear there, heading through turn 3 up towards 4 now.
The gap is 7 seconds now.
Yeah, he got held up.
Yeah, he got held up.
His 14th place car is going to hold him up.
Just being patient here, but looking for a way by. Steps to the outside as they head towards 6. He's got to be careful here. There's a closer shot as they head back up onto the oval.
He's going to be tempted to pass him in
the
bus stop.
We'll see what he does here. This is the point where
it's not a good idea.
Pit chief needs to be on the radio saying, hey,
really?
Let's not throw this thing away.
Yeah.
He looks for it. Is he going to go? No, he doesn't. He thinks the better of it, tucks back in behind.
He thought about it, though.
He really did. Thought the better of it.
He's going to have to do another lap.
So laps of honor here. The Porsche that's representing their red Corvette.
And the gap is 6 seconds now.
Yeah, he's going to have to do another lap.
But the gap is closing.
He's going to tangle with the car in front of him.
And we got TLM coming out of the pits.
Coming out of the pits, yep.
Trying to finish the race. TLM coming out of the pits right now, right in the midst of all this, just behind the leader. It may all end in tears for the Laps of Honor team if they're not careful here. Still chasing a slower car just ahead. Through turn 4 for the final time, most likely. We'll see what get down if they show final lap here after this 1 second elapses. Last lap. So they may get one more go around before they pick up the checker. TLM right there. That's not a slow car. It's been out of the pits, repaired. Hopefully they got a fresh driver in that thing. Good Lord. I tell you, that kind of stuff's bad for business for these guys that are arrive and drive. There's the Sunoco, one of the Sunoco signs in the background there as they head towards the bus stop. TLM looking for a way around the inside, gets up alongside the leader, makes it cleanly. Oh no, Laps of Honor a little sideways there, hangs on to it. Gets back around TLM, back up onto the tri-oval. So a little exchange there, but really, there's really no fight here for Laps of Honor to be fighting for that position. And there's nothing to be gained from it. TLM well down the standings. TLM looking around the inside again as they head down into turn number 1. He's got his nose under him. Is he going to kick him out wide? Laps of Honor slots in behind TLM as they head through turn 2 here.
And now the gap is 5 seconds between first and second.
I think we took the checker because I'm seeing the.
I think so. Yeah.
We're in the white here for the top runners, so I think that's the end of the race. With the spoils going to the Laps of Honor team for the overall win.
How about that?
That was a pretty good race.
David says, last lap made my day. Always nice to have something to hang your hat on, huh?
So we'll let the cars come across the start-finish line. I'll hit quit. We'll get the official standings here because they can be skewed a little bit from what you're seeing now. So it looks like a race win for Laps of Honor.
They are our Daytona champions.
Yeah.
Until we see everybody at the real Daytona on July 4th.
Yep. And again, guys, if you want to race in iRacing with the league, you can do that this coming weekend. Just get yourself signed up in that event. Of course, you do have to have a license status in order to compete in the league.
Yep, we always have our regular sim series on Wednesday nights at 7.
Laps of Honor coming into the pits here. So it looks like Laps of Honor taking the overall win with Hendricks Motorsports finishing second. Then it was ZR Nunn. So a couple Corvettes coming in strong here today.
How about that?
Crucial Motorsports Group finishes fourth. Sour Orange Bunch, representing that Acura TSX, comes in fifth. Then it's Treasure Coast Miata Empty Pockets Racing. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, the Miata team. Gorman Motorsports finishes ninth. Team Westu takes 10th. Rockingham Racing, wow, they looked so good earlier in the race, ended up finishing 11th after that crash. Then it was Red Cow Racing, Inactive Motorsports. Then it's Precision Motorsports. Daytona Camaro finishes right in the middle of the pack. Then it's Rosemar Racing. That was David's pick for the win. Then it's Team Infinity. That was the team that Doc went with. Then it's Team London, Rentec. Speedway Creations was my team back in 20th. Lincoln Felter Racing is in 21st. Tooth Autosport finished 22nd. Good, Bad, and the Ugly was behind them with Kaywood Racing in 24th. Team Shelton Racing was 25th. Triple R Motorsport in the number 20 was 26th in the number 498 car. Then it was Tomlinson Motorsports, Sour Apple Bunch, Triple R Motorsports Ranch, the number 497. Then Team USA actually finishes in last place.
Yep.
What did I say? TLM. Excuse me.
Yeah, sorry about that, David. Just didn't have it today, buddy.
Yeah, it's all the drivers. It's not the equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
I can guarantee that. So that looks
Alrighty,
like
guys.
that's going to do it for our race at Daytona AI. Looks like so.
Thanks for hanging out with us on a Sunday afternoon.
Yep. And Doc and David both, thanks for being a part of this.
Dang, that's a good-looking car in the background.
Yeah.
Thank you,
cool.
Paulie. Thank you, Doc, for having me.
You bet, David.
Yep.
Anytime.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right.
Alrighty, Paulie.
All right, so that's going to do it for us, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. Again, you have an opportunity to race at Daytona in the iRacing League coming up this weekend. If you need more information, check out the website. It's champcar.org. Until next time, I'm Paul Veltum with David Kickak and Doc Waldrop, and we'll see you next time, folks. Take it easy.
Y'all